Hi, this is Heather Bayer, CEO of Cottage Link Rental Management. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why it's so important to have boots on the ground. And what I mean by that is when you're remote from your property, you need to have people that you trust that are close to the cottage. So, boots on the ground, what does that actually mean? Well, basically, it means that if you are not close to your property, meaning if you're not nearby, next door, within about 10 kilometers, you need to have people that are available to go and troubleshoot, because things do go wrong. We had a property recently that we listed, and the owner was so determined that he was going to do everything himself, yet he lived 2.5 hours away. So his very first guests arrived and found that they couldn't get in because he had incorrectly set the door code. And he could not remember how he got them in with his new lock. So he had to get in the car and drive 2.5 hours to the property. In the meantime, we sent the guests off to get a meal in a local town, for which the owner paid. Because one of the things we've always say to our owners, if you do have the type of lock which is key free, then you need to have a key hidden somewhere, because these things do go wrong. So if that owner had had some boots on the ground, a local handyman, caretaker, somebody who was familiar with the property, they would have been able to go and let these guests in. It could be somebody complains about a dripping tap, or let's say the power goes out after during a storm, but when the power comes back on, the water pump doesn't work because it needs priming. The guest is not going to be able to prime that pump. So unless you have somebody locally who is able to be on call to go and fix that, then it's down to you. You are in your car and driving up from the city. So your boots on the ground would be your cleaner, a handyman, somebody to go and fix the little things. It could be that a towel rail falls off a wall. We don't expect guests to be fixing that, but they would expect somebody to come along and do it for them. So cleaner, handyman, of course your maintenance people who will do the yard work. If you've got a hot tub, you'll need somebody that can come in and do a chemical check on the hot tub on every changeover, and also to troubleshoot if the hot tub water goes cloudy or begins to smell. You need to get somebody immediately in there to fix that. One other tip I would like to give you if you are new to cottage rental, and particularly if you're new to a cottage country area, is to get to know a plumber and an electrician. Because if you just leave it until you have an emergency and try and call up a plumber and get them to come out and fix something, if they don't know you, they're not going to. So make those relationships early on. And I would say plumber, electrician, and an appliance repair person. Every area has an appliance repairman. But just get in touch with them, tell them what you're doing, ask them if you're able to call on them in an emergency. And because you've made that connection, you're creating that relationship, then it's a good chance they're going to help you out. So really think about it. This is your dream team, the people that you have in place around and about your cottage that's going to deal with all these things in your absence. And quite honestly, it could make the entire difference to how successful your business is.